Crumbley case sets a precedent on who can be held accountable for a mass shooting. It really does. It's really scary. The historic trials and stunning verdicts of James and Jennifer Crumbley tested the limits of who can be held responsible for mass shooting. Because here's the thing, guys. God damn it. You know when you're going to tell a joke and you're like, I shouldn't even say this. I should not even say this. James and Jennifer Crumbley, they're on trial. Which means that the next parents of a mass shooter are going, oh my God, if our mass shooter mass shoots some people, we could go to jail. And that's really bad because the parents of the next mass shooter don't even love him. It would really suck to go to jail for that little fucking bastard that you don't even love. Right? God damn. If this little asshole puts on a trench coat and some eyeliner, sings Fall Out Boy songs while gunning down the football team, God damn, I didn't even like him to start. Where's that Democrat post-birth abortion? I would have fucking aborted him at 13. Gee, the second that kid put on black pants instead of jeans, motherfucker, we're from a small town, forever in blue jeans. He's wearing tights. He's wearing tights. I would have made fun of him too. This asshole would have shot me. He would have shot me too. And you're like, well, that doesn't seem fair. Those parents didn't love that child. They didn't have a special bond with him. They didn't want him to go shoot people. They wanted him to shoot himself. Why should they be punished? Why should they be punished? They're like, well, God, we bought him the gun hoping he'd get depressed and take him drinking. Do you know how easy Christmas would be? Oh my God. These are the people. And they're like, fuck, we don't want those people to go to prison. Right? Like, we got to protect those parents. This is rude. But Ethan Crumbley, apparently his parents liked him. I don't know. Like, you're like German chocolate cake. We like you because you hate matzah. The prosecution of both parents and an uptick in other criminal prosecutions and civil lawsuits tied to mass shootings. How do you get tied to a mass shooting? It's weird. Indicates attorneys are increasingly seeking to hold responsible people. Not attorneys. I'm sorry. I take umbrage here. Not attorneys. Prosecutors. There are people, and then there are people with disabilities. There are lawyers, and then there are prosecutors. It's an anal OG, which is how you have to say it for a prosecutor to understand it. Increasingly seeking to hold responsible people and hold responsible, comma, people and companies who didn't pull the trigger. We wanted them to pull the trigger. Prosecutors over the past few years have been slowly but steadily expanding the notion of who can be held accountable for a mass shooting. CNN senior legal analyst Ellie Honig, a former federal and state prosecutor, said last month, oh God, no, Ellie. Oh, her name has ho in it. God fucking damn it. Why? Honig. It also has, oh, it's a guy. Oh, if my name was Ellie Honig, I would be pissed. His name has ho and a nig in it. This guy. Hello, my name is Ellie. Oh, it's Ellen DeGeneres. It's a lesbian. Jesus Christ. While he, oh, I should just read on to he. I thought it was a she. I still think that's a she, honestly. Cautioned each case rests on its own merits. We've seen groundbreaking prosecutions of parents and security personnel, he said, and I'd expect that trend to continue. Only if prosecutors don't have souls, fuck. Only if prosecutors don't have ethics, fuck. Only if prosecutors are political animals moving for the next big thing. Oh, fuck. Only prosecutors just play with a deck of jokers. Oh, fuck. Never mind. The question remains whether prosecution of non-shooters, like we categorize them in two ways, shooters and non-shooters, will be effective in reducing the number of mass shootings in the United States. No. No. You know what doesn't reduce the number of mass shootings in the United States? Prosecution of mass shooters. So prosecution of non-shooters will similarly not reduce the number of mass shootings. Do you want to know why? Do you want to know why? This is a simple, basic concept. A mass shooter has determined that their life is worth less than shooting people because their expectation is that they will not succeed in the crime enough to live through it. They expect to die. Many of them kill themselves. Or they expect to be arrested. Except in Uvalde, where they're like, these cops don't do shit. There's ambulatory Stephen Hawking. But they don't expect to live through the encounter. They do not expect their endeavor to produce a rich and full life later. Punishing them with prison doesn't work. Punishing their parents with prison doesn't work. That's like telling a depressed, suicidal person that I'll get you a pie in 4 days. They're like, but I have Gillette now, right? Down the street, not across the road. That's how you get to the great God above. Down below. Anyway, you can't tell someone who wants to commit suicide that you're going to give them a cake tomorrow. Like, I'll be gone, right? You're going to miss me. These people are resigned to death. Why in fuck would they care if you put their parents in prison? If they live and get arrested, they have failed harder than it being cool. Because if they were cool, they wouldn't have shot people. Which is why you should be cool. Actually, no, don't be cool. Be cool enough. Because if you're cool, you get shot by the weirdo. Cool kids always bear the brunt of mass shootings. We're always complaining about, oh, mass shootings. No, those guys were cool. I'm an incel. I'm going to shoot you. Who are you going to shoot? Chad? Maybe Tyrone if I can see him in the dark. They start shooting. They shoot the cool kids. Why? Because the cool kids are cool. They're not cool. Be cool enough. Don't be a killer. Don't be a target. Be a Walmart. All right, sorry. That was a bad joke. Anyway, here we go. Non-shooters will be effective in reducing the number of mass shootings in the United States, but of course not. While they've increasingly prosecuted mass shooters, and now they're expanding into non-shooters, the rate of mass shootings in schools, theaters, etc., has remained relatively static. There's not more. They're exceptionally rare. They're exceptional crimes and exceptional events, which is why the common logic of deterrence doesn't work. Deterrence works on theft. Oh, if I steal this necklace, I will go to prison. My cellmate will be named something with 12 syllables, but not from India. From somewhere you think was Africa, but it's actually New Orleans. That guy's going to rape you. You don't want to go to prison. Like, this necklace isn't worth. I don't even wear necklaces. Why would I steal women's jewelry? Right? Don't steal a car. Why not? Carjacking is bad because you go to prison. Oh, okay. You go, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go shoot a bunch of kids. Well, what happens when you do that? If you get caught, well, I either go to prison forever or I get killed. But I'm not going to do that, though, because I wrote this manifesto, and to platinum my achievement, I have to kill myself in a hilarious way. Oh, my God. Let me do it. Oh, I didn't die from it. Now an anvil falls and crushes them. They're not going to live through the encounter. Their mind is not in a mindset of Well, I would do this. Look, I would take a gun to school and shoot all the motherfuckers who make me feel bad. And also all of the girls. Why? Because I played Minecraft. Like, that's what they're going to do. Do you think they're like, what happens if I get caught? No, they don't give a fuck. Well, I'll serve 2 to 3 years. I'll rehabilitate, and then I'll come back and join society. They're dead up here. It's a suicide. Even if they don't die, it is. So why do we think that traditional rehabilitative and deterrent efforts of the justice system are going to be effective? You're not putting these people in prison because you want to deter the next guy and reform this guy. You put them in prison because they might shoot a bunch of other people because they're fucking crazy. They want to die, but they want to shoot other people first. Just put them in a special military unit. It'd be awesome. Okay. Fucking hell. The question remains whether prosecution of non-shooters be effective, blah, 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 blah. But undoubtedly, it has expanded prosecutors' toolboxes. Wow. According to Ikaw Yanka, my man is named after a pendant. You know that's a chick, right? God damn it. I have to check. It's not my fault. Hold on. This is definitely the best picture of this dude. 100%. This is the best picture. Fucking God. Ugh. Why are you gay? He's got the fucking. You know the necklace has his name and like whatever hieroglyphs that is. Those are just seashells. He got them when he heard a story about El Salvador, and no one told him it was landlocked. Anyway, he's got the Cardozo law thing in the background. Jesus Christ. It's a law professor at the University of Michigan. Why didn't this guy stop that guy from killing people? Anyway, quote, it gives different prosecutors something to aim at. Look, school shooters have plenty to aim at. Why do prosecutors have so much trouble? Lawyer by day, blood diamond trafficking by night. Fuck me. Sierra Keone bone smokers. Oh, God. He looks like one of your friends from Hedonism. You know, those guys eat more. Jesus Christ. Holy shit. God damn. Gives different prosecutors something to aim at. It gives them a new theory. It gives them something to try. You know, try drugs instead of. It gives prosecutors who are frustrated, are facing a devastating crime. You know, the prosecutors don't face a devastating crime. That's why they're prosecuting it. The devastating crime occurred. You know, the prosecutor is not like. Prosecutor's like, man, Ethan Crumbley shot up a school. I am facing a devastating crime. No, Ethan Crumbley's not shooting up another school you have in custody. It's not going to happen. What? Why are you? They're not facing shit. A mass shooting that's hurt their community. They're not facing the mass shooting that hurt their community. That happened. Some set of actions that they can take. No. Don't, first of all, don't even encourage prosecutors. If your dog shits in your shoes, you don't give it ice cream and another dog to hump. You do not do that. Don't. If your dog shits in your shoes, you put it in a hydraulic press and try again. Just like Ethan Crumbley. Some set of actions they can take against people who didn't. If your dog shits in your shoes, you don't go and shoot your dog's parents. They're like, well, we would have raised that asshole, but you took him from us. And you got certifications on him. That's weird. Ownership is oppression. You don't kill the parents. The parents of Ethan Crumbley didn't do this. Why is it a set of actions you can take? The community was harmed, I guess, by other people dying. Yeah, I got it. Well, they're all crying. And the parents are like, well, my kid's dead. And like, but I'm sad about it. Okay. But you don't prosecute parents or anybody else than the person who fucking pulled the trigger. This is not hard. God damn it. All right. This is a very simple question to wrap up this topic. Do we want to prosecute and convict and send to prison for 10 to 15 years? The only reason they're doing that is because like, that's how long it took you to raise a mass shooter. We'll keep you there so you don't make another. I got it. Do we want to prosecute these people for that long for not doing things? Remember, they didn't do it. They didn't stop it. What if you knew Ethan Crumbley? You're not his parents. You're not his parents, but it's his parents now. Well, the next guy, well, he doesn't have parents. He has close friends. Look, he emancipated himself at 14, 15, 16. I don't know. When can you do that? Juneteenth. You can do that. Emancipate himself from his parents. Okay, now he gets a gun from somebody else. And like, hey, man, you should protect yourself because you live in the ghetto. And he's like, no, I'm not going to protect. I'm going to protect myself from these kids at the school. Blam, 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 blam. So guy's like, gave him a gun to protect himself. Is he guilty? Did he kill the kids at the school? No. There's no parents, though. Well, we got to blame someone else. Somebody else did it. This guy, the guidance counselor, the guy in American History X is like, Edward Norton, I'm black, but you have a swastika on your chest, and I don't like Jews either. I want you to write me an essay about why Hitler was right about them, but why David Duke is wrong about me. Like, okay, like that guy and Edward Norton probably kissed, but it's like, did that guy make Edward Norton kill black people or Jews? No. Made him right. Well, and he made Edward Furlong write an essay in which that's why Edward Furlong died in American history. If you make a kid with a bowl cut write an essay, he has to die if you're black. It's the rules. But why should the black principal get killed? I don't know. I don't understand this. Can anybody explain why that guy should die? Edward Norton did the stomping. Right? He stomped the yard. That's a deep cut. If you watch that, if you watch Stomp the Yard, it's about wearing boots and dancing in a weird way.